Paid program does not necessarily reflect the views of News Radio 830 KHVH, its staff, or management.
It's time to enter the world of real estate in Oahu with Hawaii's only true real estate radio show, the Team Lally Real Estate Show. Grab a pen and get ready to take notes. For the next full hour, Hawaii's premier real estate leader, Adrienne Lally, and Attilio Leonardi will bring you the latest in real estate news and real-world strategies on how they can guarantee to sell your home at a price and deadline you agree to, or they'll buy it. Now, here are your hosts, Adrienne and Attilio.
Welcome to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the guaranteed sale. If you have any questions regarding real estate, give us a call here at the station. That number is 521-8383. That's 521-8383. Or visit us on our website at teamlally.com, and that's Lally.
Oh, I'm so glad you spelled that. I always wondered how Lally was spelled.
Yes.
So, hey, everybody, this is Attilio.
Mm-hmm.
I was floating in the middle of the ocean in a dinghy. My companions were a tiger and a young Indian youth named Pai. And then this lady was there all of a sudden, and she started, I don't know, maybe because we were out to sea for so long, I started hallucinating.
Probably.
But this lady all of a sudden appeared next to me and started asking me a bunch of tax and legal questions. And I said, well, ma'am, those are great questions, but I highly recommend you seek the appropriate licensed tax and legal professional.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, but Mom, what other questions do you have? So if you hear of anything today that may be deemed as tax or legal advice, please run that through the appropriate professional, because today we're going to talk about real estate.
I have a question.
Yes.
How did you get off that dinghy?
You know, you have to watch the whole movie. You're going to have to watch the whole movie. That was an awesome movie, Pi.
I got to watch it.
You didn't watch it yet?
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
Okay, so the quote of today is from Jim Rohn, and it's about influence and association. So there are two parts to influence. First, influence is powerful, and second, influence is subtle. You wouldn't let someone push you off course, but you might let someone nudge you off course and not even realize it.
Mm-hmm.
We need a variety of input and influence and voices. You cannot get all the answers to life and business from just one person or from one source.
Yes.
Attitude is greatly shaped by influence and association. Don't spend most of your time on the voices that don't count. Tune out the shallow voices so you will have more time to tune in the valuable ones. No puts distance between you and the wrong influences.
And the wrong influences, that's important. We always protecting the things that influence our kids. Mm-hmm. But as adults, you got to be careful of yourself. One of the things I do, we don't watch the news. No news.
Yeah, the news can be depressing. We actually asked Steven here, our producer, we could only have happy news.
We want happy news at the bottom of the hour. Filter out all the bad stuff. But hey, that's okay. We'll keep, that's a work in progress.
Yes, we'll be working on that.
So we have, if you're a first time listener, we have a format to the show.
Yes.
Or do we just make it up as we go?
No, we have a format that we
have
follow.
A format. So yeah, we do the mom thing and mom disclaimer in the beginning. We have our quote, and then this part is sometimes we have it, sometimes we don't. But it's called the learning story. So, okay, work with me on this one, Adrienne.
Yes, I'm ready.
You can have great skills and expert knowledge, but if you have the wrong vehicle, your probability of success will be low.
What do you mean by that?
I'm glad you asked.
Mm-hmm.
If you take two drivers of equal skill, both of them know how to drive, operate a vehicle, both of them, and put them on a quarter-mile racetrack, one driver has a tricycle and another has a dragster.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think is going to win?
Well,
Duh. It's going to be the dragster. So I truly believe that listing your home with us or having us help you buy a home is like using a great vehicle to get you where you want to go.
Kind of ties into the influence and association. We are the right association.
Yes, because if you think about it, buying and selling a home, doesn't it end up being probably, I think up there with maybe getting married, having children? It's probably one of the more stressful
life situations
that you can be in. And if you're, we have a team concept.
Well, just like our show, we have a format that we follow.
A game plan.
We don't just wing it.
No winging it.
So same thing with our
approach to helping you buy or sell a home.
Exactly.
We have a specific game plan. In fact, when you sit down with us with the listing and we go through our basic marketing presentation, and you decide to sign a listing agreement with us and move forward, we have a what to expect list. And when we first started in the business, it was probably about 10 items on there. It's like, okay, these 10 things we should cover with you that you're going to. What to expect means these are things that are going to occur through the process.
Or might happen.
Right?
So we're just pre-warning.
And so that what to expect list we started off with 10. Now we're up to like 39. And you know what? I need to add the home warranty. So it's probably going to hit 40 different items that we cover with you and say, hey, from our past experience, and our experience is, and in this business, you're as good as your last transaction.
Or as good as your association.
Or association. If you have a combination of both, that's a good thing. So, speaking of transactions, how many did we close last year?
Last year, we did 135.
135, and we closed hundreds of transactions. So, we're taking that experience and knowledge and putting that into better serving our clients. Speaking of
education.
Yes.
No homework for your...
What do you mean by no homework?
No homework. Well, they have learning labs
What kind of crazy... What is this? Some kind of crazy, wacky school?
It's called American Renaissance Academy out in Kapolei.
Okay, tell me more, because I got to... What is this no homework stuff?
Well, they have learning labs, so your children will do their homework at school. So as long as they have excellent time management, they will come home and be able to get to play, and your sound effects are not working.
Steve, our producer, is working on that sound effects.
Okay.
I was just testing it.
Oh.
What is that?
But, I wanted to point out they are going to be having some summer camps and summer programs. So check them out on the web at arahawaii.org. And then you can also check out our business partner page for additional information on that.
And your kids go there. It's a great school in our community. One of the buildings they use is like solid concrete. It's sold from on the Naval Air Station. Barbers Point.
And they used it in the movie Pearl Harbor.
Yes, so they're reusing. There you go. And they have no homework. That's like a dream for kids.
There you go. There's a sound effect.
Yes.
All right, so let's talk about some real estate, because we do have a real estate show going on.
Yes, so if you haven't already figured it out, either through personal experience or what you're seeing in the media, is that inventory is very low.
Yes.
So as a buyer, you're going to be competing for properties. And so one of the advantages that you would have in working with Team Lally is we list how many homes per week?
2 to 4 homes per week.
2 to 4 homes per week. Holy moly. The average agent's going to list 2 to 4 homes in a year. We do that every week. And so we will, speaking of real estate and inventory,
yes,
are we going to talk about?
We're going to talk about one of our listings. It's going to be open tomorrow.
Where is it located?
It is in Mililani, Malka.
Okay, I like that neighborhood.
Yes.
A lot of people like it. It's very popular.
Yes. So it's 95-1059 Kahakiki Street. Did I say that right?
Yeah, what is that? Kahakiki Street.
Yep. So it's listed at $589. 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, built in 2001. Very nice home.
Yeah, it's okay. So, and then, we've got pictures and videos of it, but, you're right now, you might be in your car, maybe outside relaxing, or some, I don't know, maybe you're listening to us on the internet, and so we'll paint a picture of it with words. It's a nice home. It's got, you got your 2-car garage, you go in through the front entry. What I like about it, has a nice little seating area. Yeah, 4 bedrooms, but on the first floor you walk in and immediately you take a right past the guest bath. They got this little like TV room, and they have a built-in kind of like entertainment center. I like it. It's nice. And then off of the back of that is the patio. But then as you go further deeper into that first floor, you've got a nice kitchen, and then all of this is all backed up to a nice patio off the kitchen, and then you have a nice backyard. Good, nice green space for pets or your kids. And sometimes kids are like pets. You got to keep them inside the yard. And
it's going to be open tomorrow.
Open tomorrow.
2 to 4. Cherie Bakani is going to be over there.
Yes.
So, so it sounds like we need to take a quick break. A quick break, but don't go too far. When we come back, we'll have more homes to talk about, and we have a guest.
Yes.
Hey, Sean Hannity here with some important news for home sellers. The marketing plan that your realtor uses for attracting buyers is critical to create demand to sell it for the most money possible. In Honolulu, the realtor you need to talk to is Adrienne Lally of Team Lally, who has a national marketing program to guarantee to sell your home at a price and a deadline that you agree to, or she'll have it bought for cash. Now, while the average agent attracts few buyers a month and sells less than 10 homes a year, Adrienne, on average, attracts hundreds of buyers every month and sells homes each and every week. If you're not happy along the way, she lets you fire her and pay nothing. Call Adrienne Lally of Team Lally today at 227-2703. That's 227-2703. Or go to the web, teamlallyrealestateshow.com. That's teamlallyrealestateshow.com. And don't forget, by the way, check out Team Lally Real Estate and the show every Saturday morning right here on KHVH.
When you're trying to find the best of the best, don't settle for an agent that's just like the rest. Pick a team that knows just what to do. From buying or selling, we work hard for you. Team Lally, the best real estate in the islands. 227-2703.
Are you a veteran interested in purchasing a home? If so, you qualify for the great benefits allowed by the VA Home Loan Program. Benefits like no down payment required, reduced closing costs, and flexible qualifying guidelines. Hawaii VA Loans is Hawaii's VA loan specialist who can educate you on all of these benefits and help you get on track with getting pre-approved for a VA loan.
For more information on how you can tap into this great resource, go to hawaiivaloans.com to download their free 24-page ebook. As a special bonus, after downloading the informative guide, you'll be instructed on how you can earn a $1,000 closing credit on your next home purchase. So what are you waiting for? Get your free VA loan ebook and a $1,000 closing credit by going to hawaiivaloans.com or give them a call at 792-4251. That's 792-4251.
Welcome back. This is Adrienne.
And this is Attilio.
And you're listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the guaranteed sale, here on AM 830 KHVH. We're on every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. If you have any questions regarding real estate, give us a call here at the station. That number is 521-8383.
What's that number?
That's 521-8383.
Right. So.
You have a by the way.
By the way.
About an outstanding insurance agent.
An outstanding where is that?
Right there.
Oh, okay. So if you're looking for an outstanding insurance agent that will personally help you during the moment of truth, we recommend Bradley Maruyama with Allstate Insurance at 591-8016. That's 591-8016.
So, Attilio, what do you mean by this moment of truth?
Well, the best insurance is the insurance you never have to use.
Mm-hmm.
But we know that's not how life works. So when life happens, I got a shirt. Life happens. When life happens, you can count on Bradley and his team to exceed your expectations for your insurance needs.
Well, you got to keep in mind that when buying a home, the cost of home insurance should be taken into consideration. I trust Bradley with my own personal home, so you should give him a call. Bradley with Allstate Insurance, 591-8016.
By the way, in July, I'm switching all my insurance over to Bradley Maruyama with Allstate. Now, Why do I have to wait till... Well, I'm getting all my cars and my home on there. But why do I, oh, and by the way, Matt, if you're out there in La La Land and you got disconnected, call us back.
Yes, I saw that he was on the line and he's no longer there.
521-8383. Matt is the number you want to call. But anyway, why am I switching over my insurance in July?
Because that was, I guess you had a ticket.
I had a speeding ticket, and so that 1 year will go by.
Yeah, I have a while.
What?
I have different car insurance, so yes, I'm not as a courteous driver as you are.
But anyway, so speaking of real estate and insurance, mortgages, you'll get paid off in 30 years. Mm-hmm. Down payments, that'll get taken care of. But what will be you as a cost center or expense of owning a home? What's going to be with you forever? Insurance.
Your electric bill.
Your electric bill, unless you get PV, but that's another show.
Yes, it is.
And another sponsor.
All right, so while we're waiting for Matt, I have a couple of testimonials I just wanted to read out here to you guys. So this is from one of our recent clients, Mima Zatuni. She put this on our Facebook page. Hi, Team Lally. I just want to give you a huge thank you, shout out. Thank you so much for everything you're doing for us to help us with our short sale. You guys put forth so much hard work and it shows. You guys are really there for the people, which makes you guys awesome and unique, better than the rest. You guys have gone through leaps and bounds to help us. I'm ever so grateful. Go Team Lally.
Go Team Lally. She's like our own cheerleader squad.
And she's very excited.
Yes.
All right, so we see that Matt is on the line.
Yes. So one of the things that we like to let our guests know is that if you're going to be on the show, just to put your mind at ease, pretend you're just coming over to visit with us and talk story. Mm-hmm. Hey, that's so soft. Why is it so soft? Make it louder. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's the doorbell. Adrienne, can you see who it is?
It's Matt Fortier.
Matt, are you there?
I'm here. Good morning.
Yeah,
Thank you
come
for
on
visiting.
in. You want something to drink? Pull up a chair.
A cup of coffee would be great.
Okay. Well, now, are you going to introduce Matt, or is Matt introducing
Matt's
himself?
going to introduce him. I don't have the bio on Matt.
Matt, tell us who you are and what do you do?
So I can kind of make up anything I want, huh?
Yeah, you could.
I'm Matt Fortier. I'm the president of Fidelity National Title and Escrow of Hawaii. Mm-hmm. And we are a title and escrow service provider in the state of Hawaii and nationwide.
All right. Now, this is the part where we got questions, and ours is like an open book exam. We'll give you the questions so you know what they are. The first question is...
What differentiates you from other title companies?
Yes.
The products and services that we offer, guys, are pretty similar. They're pretty generic. Mm-hmm. So what we like to consider ourselves is not just a service provider, but a business partner, especially to the real estate community. It's a very difficult job, as you know, and you two excel at it. But it is a difficult job navigating the laws and the ins and outs of the real estate transaction. So we like to consider ourselves a business partner as far as helping the real estate community perform and service their customers more efficiently.
Yes.
We're the only title company in the Fortune 500. We are the largest title company in the nation. We're a $7 billion a year company. We have 34% market share nationwide, which is 30% higher than any of our competitors. Mm-hmm. So we seem to think, or we believe that we have a pretty good solution as far as servicing our clients, and which are the real estate community and the lender community, so that they can service their clients, which are the consumers, a little bit better.
Okay.
All right, so we hear this term title and escrow. Can you explain, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah, it's basically voodoo. But I understand, and in a real estate transaction, it's usually the biggest financial obligation or transaction that any person will undertake in their lifetime. Mm-hmm. Title is a acronym for, it's basically, it's become a generic term, title. But what title really is ownership. And what we do is, when we go through the process of searching the title records, is that we make sure that a consumer purchasing a piece of property understands completely what that property has been through its lifetime. And when I say lifetime, it's either the patent from the United States government or from the royalty of Hawaii. And we take it all the way back and search it from that point to today. Mm-hmm. And And the thing is that what we like to do is make sure that people understand that their ownership is secure, that they understand exactly what they have, with all its blemishes or none of the blemishes. But that's exactly what title does. We search the records. We address issues, obviously, of ownership. We address issues of, do you actually have access to that property? Mm-hmm. We address issues of what kind of encumbrances, either liens, voluntary, which would be mortgages, or involuntary, which would be a lien that was placed against the property due to the activities of a previous owner.
Yeah, I heard you guys are so thorough that even when Captain Cook sued King Kamehameha and put a lien on his property, you guys actually came up with that on the title report.
We still show that. It raises some red flags, but we do show it.
And you got the descendants to sign off on it, and everybody was happy. And again, gave that person, we got to move on and become a homeowner.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we have some questions for you that don't really have anything to do with title and escrow,
but they're fun.
They're fun questions. So we heard that you have a band. We wanted to know what's the name of your band.
The name of the band is Top Jimmy.
Top Jimmy.
Yeah.
And what position do you play in the band?
I'm actually the singer. That's why I'm a little bit hoarse this morning. We played last night.
Had a gig last night. Where was your guys' gig at?
The ground floor, downtown Honolulu.
Oh, wow.
And then when's the next one?
Actually, the next one is tonight at a little place in Chinese Cultural Center called Terry's Place.
Chinese Cultural Center. That's off Hotel Street?
Hotel in Veritania.
Oh, okay, cool. My grandfather used to own a nightclub called the Glades, mm-hmm. and where the Chinese Cultural Center, that's where it used to be. This was back in the 70s. But anyhow. So
what kind of music does your band play, Matt?
We play rhythm and blues mm-hmm. and rock and roll from, all eras, from the 60s, 70s, the classics up until today, Incubus and new stuff too. So whatever anybody kind of calls out, we like to try and play for them.
So if I was in the audience and said, "Can you play Stairway to Heaven?"
We will do that for you, Attilio.
All right.
Only for you, though, Attilio.
Because it's like, I always joke with people. It's like, anybody can play a guitar. Somebody's going to ask them, "Can you play Stairway to Heaven?" And that's like the classic request. We were at I was with my wife. We were at a high-end restaurant and had a guy with a classical guitar. Mm-hmm. I actually got him to play Stairway to Heaven.
It's definitely a standard.
Yeah. But anyway, so you talked about it a little bit, and we know realtors listen to the show as well as the lay persons out there, the buyers and sellers. And we want to get you guys some more business because, you guys are a great company. So tell us a little bit more. If I'm a realtor, how do you make my life easier?
Well, that's a good point, Attilio. Like I said, we like to consider ourselves a business partner. Mm-hmm. But on the other side of the coin, we know that this is a very competitive business. And we try and provide services. But primarily, I consider the title and escrow business a relationship business.
Yes.
Like any other service provider that you deal with, the one that goes over and above is the one that's going to continue to get your support. Mm-hmm. And, we have 33 escrow units, all of them, very experienced within our company, over 300 years of experience, combined experience, mm-hmm. and covering all the islands. And that's where we focus. We focus on the customer experience. We focus on making deals happen, not telling people why they can't happen. Mm-hmm. Which has been the case with title insurance companies in the past. Yeah. We've become a little bit too conservative and parochial in our approach, mm-hmm. and that's why I think Fidelity is a little bit different. And we really do focus on making the deals happen, not giving you a reason that there's some reason that can't.
Yeah.
We also have a number of technological tools. I know tech is kind of the buzzword with everybody anymore, but we really have come up with some pretty neat tools for the real estate community as far as researching property on their own so that they don't have to completely rely on a title insurance company to get that data. Mm-hmm. And also, we've recently come up with a really slick app for iPhones and Androids. It's called Fidelity Agent. And this is a really neat tool for folks like you when you're sitting around the kitchen table with your prospective client, and they're trying to understand the financial impact of this situation.
Yes. And
it's just very elementary, plugging in the numbers and showing them either what they can afford or what they can expect to get from a sale.
Yeah, Olivia did an excellent job. She actually came and visited our team and flipped around that old iPad and showed it to us, and so she's worth every penny you're paying her.
Olivia's terrific. I'm glad you're pleased.
Yes, and so we got to see that it was very user-friendly, a lot of big spaces and easy-to-read information.
And Roberta uses it all the time.
Yes.
And you can email it, too, I think, to your clients, so that's super helpful. But, hey, Matt, we got to take a quick break for the news. So just hang tight. When we come back, we have a couple more questions for you.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Matt.
The News Authority in Honolulu is News Radio 830 KHVH.
It's mostly cloudy and 75 degrees in Honolulu. I'm Julia Norton-Dennis. Here's what's happening. After days of intense negotiations, the Pentagon says the U.S. has reached an agreement to transfer a detention facility to Afghan control. That word comes 2 weeks after negotiations broke down over whether the U.S. would have the power to block the release of detainees considered dangerous. Transfer of the Parwan Detention Center is critical to the ongoing effort to gradually shift control of the country's security to the Afghans. Pervez Musharraf says he will make good on his promise to return to Pakistan to take part in upcoming elections after more than 4 years in exile. The former president says he will return home tomorrow despite allegations he was part of a conspiracy to assassinate ex-premier Benazir Bhutto. Governor Neil Abercrombie's preschool proposal will likely be getting a boost from the State Senate Ways and Means Committee. Committee Chair David Ige said yesterday the committee plans to fund the proposed early childhood program. He said senators are still debating exactly how much to set aside. A 22-year-old man was critically injured when his moped collided with a car on Nehoa Street in Makiki at about 2:45 a.m. The crash happened at Nehoa and U'alaka'a Street. The driver of the car, a man in his 20s, was arrested for suspicion of drunk driving. Police closed off Nehoa in both directions between Poki and Makiki Streets while they investigated. The road was reopened just after 6 a.m. If you're on the road today, here's a heads up. The right lane of Nimitz Highway will be closed until 2 p.m. today in the westbound direction. This is between Kukahi and Alakava Streets for road maintenance. Island weather, mostly cloudy with a high near 80. Tonight, mostly cloudy, scattered showers, a low near 69. And tomorrow, partly sunny. Currently in Honolulu, 75 degrees. I'm Julia Norton-Dennis.
When you're trying to find the best of the best, don't settle for an agent that's just like the rest. Pick a team that knows just what to do. From buying or selling, we work hard for you. Team Lally, the best real estate in the island. 227-2703.
Hey, listen, folks, before we jump back in, here's yet again another great success story from Adrienne Lally and her team. Now, we all know this, not everyone has a house they're trying to sell. Some of you folks may even have condominiums to put on the market. Well, this success story is about a Waikiki condo, and here's what happened. Adrienne Lally listed a Waikiki condo, and after just a couple of days on the market, that's just 2 days on the market, Adrienne had 2 full-price cash offers. Now, even better than that, the condo closed in, are you ready, just 10 days. That's right, just 10 days. Now, these success stories results, they speak for themselves, but what you need to do is give Adrienne a call. Call today. Find out how Team Lally can help you. And remember this, that Adrienne Lally guarantees to sell your home for the amount agreed to by the deadline you set, or she'll buy your home for cash. Do this. Give Team Lally a call today, 227-2703, so they can help you too. And be sure to listen to the Team Lally radio program every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon here on KHVH Radio.
Party people!
Welcome back, and thanks for listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show here on AM 830 KHVH. I'm Adrienne.
And I'm Attilio.
And we are talking about title and escrow with Matt Fortier from Fidelity National Title.
And speaking of title and escrow, one of the things we recommend to get the most value in regards to getting your home ready for sale is a professional cleaning. And the cleaning company we recommend is Spots Cleaning and Maintenance. Give Flo or Frank a call at 383-5843. That's 383-5843. They are licensed and insured and can do residential and commercial cleaning. Look, folks, I'm a certified clean freak. Just ask my wife. This is the only company I trust to clean my own properties.
Okay. Well,
back to Matt.
All
Matt,
right.
you still there?
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. So, Matt, we got a couple more questions for you before we let you go and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
And rest your voice.
Yes, to get ready for your gig tonight. Where was it again?
We should like mob his gig tonight.
We should.
Yeah.
That would be wonderful.
Tell us where that gig is again.
Terry's Place at the Chinese Cultural Center.
Terry's Place, Chinese Cultural Center. Oh, you know what? They get the municipal parking down there. It's very inexpensive.
Oh, perfect. That's always a challenge when you go downtown, the parking.
Plenty of parking. Okay, you local people listening in, inexpensive parking, local entertainment.
And he'll take requests like Stairway to Heaven.
Stairway to Heaven. What about Oppa Gundam stuff? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
You guys specifically ban that request. You if somebody requested, you 86 them from the club.
It's difficult getting a workout and singing at the same time.
Yes.
Okay, so getting back to title and escrow, Matt, why do I need title insurance, and what exactly does it cover?
You know, that's a great question, Adrienne, and most people going through the intricacies of a real estate transaction really don't understand the value of title insurance. Let's put it this way. It's the most affordable insurance you will probably ever buy in your lifetime. It covers the entire purchase price of your property for the lifetime that you own the property. It's less than 1% of the transaction cost. And what it covers is that if there is a defect in title, or if somebody comes and makes an adverse claim to your title saying that I have a deed from Annie Mae in 1932 that tells me that I own this property, we defend that and we make sure that those do not happen because we've ensured that you have free and clear title to the property based on what we've told you. So, and in today's world that is so litigious, whether it's a valid claim or whether it's a frivolous claim, you still have to defend it. And that's where the title company steps in. Your property owners, your clients can rest assured that Fidelity, with over $2 billion in claims reserve, is going to step forth, and we're going to defend those people against any frivolous claims or even claims that are actually actual.
Yes.
We've had some situations where there has been a defect on title that was either missed or not recorded, and we step in and we remedy that, and at no cost to your property owners.
Yes. Now, how often do these claims pop up?
Ends up being about 5% of the time. Unfortunately, with the mortgage meltdown a few years back, there was a lot of fraud that had occurred. So those are the situations that we spend most of our time on defending now and taking care of our policyholders. And it's very unfortunate that in those times when everything was so fast and furious, there were some less than reputable people doing mortgages in the business.
Yeah, speaking of that, we have a client who they fell behind on their mortgage, and this company came in and got them caught up and changed the title to this LLC, and
then went out of business.
And now these homeowners are trying to sell their home, and we cannot find the titled owner.
Yeah,
because they're long gone.
It's been a huge problem that, unfortunately, there are people out there that will take advantage of, some misfortune of folks through the mortgage meltdown, and it creeps up over and over again. And all I can say is that if any of your listeners get something in the mail or get approached, by a company such as that that's saying that they're going to solve all their problems, that they either reach out to you folks, the seasoned professionals, or folks at Fidelity, and we're more than happy to give advice and let people know that this is not really as good as it seems.
Yeah. Yeah, because we've had those conversations, and we know statistically about 70, 80% of the people that are in that distressed situation, unfortunately, either through embarrassment or procrastination and whatever personal life choices, they don't call a realtor who can kind of unravel the mess or point them to another realtor that could, because a third of our business comes from other realtors. They don't want to deal with these types of transactions, and so we're experts at we have a lot of experience in unraveling these distressed homeowner situations. Speaking of that meltdown, our financial global economic crisis and all of that, so a lot of bank-owned properties came out of that, and they're kind of slowing down. But we've always heard that buyers sometimes have a higher probability of having title challenges when you're buying an REO property. What's been your guys' experience with that?
Well, that's correct, unfortunately, because and mainly the issue arises from the fact that the banks that actually originally loaned on the property are not the bank that is foreclosing on the property. Either they went out of business, they were seized, or there was a merger of the banks. So trying to clear up the title is a challenge. And often we have a very unique recording system here in the state of Hawaii. And the problem is that even if we think we've done everything properly as far as curing the title and getting the correct seller involved, the Bureau of Conveyances or the land court still takes a number of months to certify that transaction. So often we can end up going back months after the transaction's been closed to try and remedy situations that they've come up with that weren't existing at the time of closing. Banks are doing a good job, but it is a huge issue. It's a huge mill of properties that they're having to deal with. And state to state, all the regulations are always different. Yeah. So it is a challenge, Attilio. You are absolutely correct on an REO property. All I can say is work with a team like you, work with a team like Fidelity, the largest insurer in the country, and you can eliminate a high probability of those issues coming forth in the future.
Yeah, and for the listeners, REO stands for real estate owned, and that's basically the properties that have been foreclosed on, and the bank is the owner and wants to get rid of them.
Yep.
Because they're not in the business of owning property. They're in the business of making loans. Speaking of loans, I think one of the common misperceptions, and I don't know if you guys come across it on your end, but a lot of people think that if you get off a title, that you're not obligated to the mortgage anymore. We hear quite a few. And so that segues into this other thing, and I never realized this until I started being in the real estate business, but when you guys do a title search, you're looking, I don't know how to explain it, but you guys look at the obligations to the individual, right? Not just necessarily the property itself?
That's correct. Typically, if there's what we call involuntary encumbrance, which may be a tax lien or a judgment against an individual that the court has laid down for a previous debt, we actually research those as well, because especially tax liens attached to the property, not only the person. So we definitely need to make sure that those are cleared up before we transfer title to another individual.
Yes. And one of the things that people don't realize is, like, okay, I have this huge federal tax lien on my, $100,000. How am I ever going to get out of that and still sell the property? Well, what we've been able to do is we negotiate, and there's actually a local person for the IRS, a tax lien release, and then we make sure that it's all proper, and we show it to you guys at the title company. So the IRS is kind of like death, and is like that other thing in death. They're still going to come get you, but we can at least get them off the property so you can get out from underneath that mortgage obligation. And have you ever had any of those become issues, like somebody gets a tax lien release and then it comes back on the property after?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It happens all the time, especially because we deal with issues that we call our of record. Which means they've been put of public record at the Bureau of Conveyances. That's the database that we search from. And often and especially once again, I hate to keep bringing this up, but the time frame from 2000 to 2006, yes, the real estate industry was so busy. It was in a fever pitch. And often, even if the IRS agreed to release a lien, the fact that the lien release got in our hands, the fact that the lien release got recorded at the Bureau of Conveyances, those were all kind of wild cards.
Yes.
So officially, the release has to be filed with the Bureau of Conveyances to release that lien. Mm-hmm. But, we often have to readdress lien releases with the taxing authorities in order to clear properties and clear tax liens.
So even after closing, it sounds like your guys' work is usually not always done.
Yes.
Actually, it's after closing which our work begins. As you recall, that we're an insurance company. We insure people of things that happen after they close. Mm-hmm. So very typically is that when we are dealing with the issues on a piece of property is after the close. And so, i.e., that's why the title insurance, once again, has the value that people don't understand.
Yeah. And one of the things the benefit of working with a company like Fidelity and the title insurance and all of that is what most people don't understand is if somebody files a lien or a judgment or less pendants or something on your property, they don't send you a nice postcard letting you know they did it, right? You only find it out when you do title reports. So one of the things that we recommend with all our clients, we're always going to do a title report. Because they'll say, oh, no, I own the property free and clear. There's nothing wrong with this property. I'm good. Mm-hmm. Well, our advice is we're like the CIA. We trust no one and verify everything.
That's great. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Matt, we have one more question before we go to break. What's the weirdest transaction that your company has been involved with?
Yes.
Well, it's kind of funny when I got your list of questions. This kind of had a rush effect to me because I've been doing this for 35 years.
Yes.
And I am a title underwriter. And I've seen some really strange things. But one of the things that I wanted to relate it to Hawaii is that there was a husband and wife that wanted to refinance their home. Mm-hmm. And our title search showed that they had been divorced 15 years earlier. Mm-hmm. Now, the wife, very embarrassed, contacted us when we brought up the issue. And she explained that 15 years ago, she contacted an attorney, and she just wanted to scare her husband. So she had the attorney, initiate some action against the couple and against the divorce.
Yeah.
And she never knew that the attorney actually filed the divorce, and it was final.
Oh, holy cow.
These folks were actually divorced for 15 years, and they didn't even know it. That was a good one. And another one is that one of the things we insure is access to property, and I'm sure you deal with a lot of properties that are fairly rural and they're not, on XYZ Drive and have a little driveway, but you have some access issues as far as going down the dirt road and turning left at the fork by the tree. And we had a situation years ago where the access that we insured was actually a dirt road. Mm-hmm. But it was commonly known that the property had an access from another way. It was off of a main thoroughfare.
Yes.
Well, the access from the dirt road, the client really wanted to start utilizing that access because it took about a mile and a half off of their drive to their property.
Oh, wow.
The problem was that it was out in a cattle pasture, and over the years, the drainage and everything had made the thing impassable. So they filed a claim. It was a rightful claim, and it's lovingly referred to as the Matt Fortier culvert now because we had to build a bridge basically over a drainage ditch in order for these folks to be able to access their property from the access that we insured.
Oh, wow. So, did you go to the dedication?
So we go over and above whenever it's called for.
All right.
Well, those are definitely some interesting situations that you've been in there, Matt.
So, recapping what we've learned today, if you want to improve your marriage, file for divorce. If you need a bridge built, call a Matt. No.
Call Matt.
Bridging relationships and roads today. That's Matt Fortier with Fidelity. Anything else for Matt? Because he's got to go rest his voice.
That's right. And he's got a gig tonight.
Yes.
Chinatown.
Tell us again, where Terry's at Chinese Cultural Center?
Terry's Place at the Chinese Cultural Center.
All right. You might see us in the audience.
Yep.
That would be fantastic. We always love seeing you too.
All right. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity, and for all your listeners, if you want a straightforward, smooth real estate transaction, it's the Lally team.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right, we got to take a short break, but don't go too far. We have some more featured properties to tell you about.
Yes.
Look, I'm betting you like people, and I'm betting you love freak mode.
Need a property manager? Hire the broker, Alana Jo Dela Cruz, with Kama'aina Property Management. 398-2119. That's 398-2119. Or you can go to payrent.or moveout.com. The way your property is managed today determines its value tomorrow. Call Alana Jo Dela Cruz for all your property management needs. 398-2119. Hawaii is one of the most beautiful places to live. With our gorgeous weather and perfect tropical climate, it's the ultimate paradise. However, pests love living here just as much as we do. Pests like cockroaches, termites, ants, and even rodents thrive within our very own homes. Ew!
Keeping them out is important for safety of your family as well as the structural integrity of your home. Let Kama'aina Termite and Pest Control keep your home clear of these unwanted pests. We offer smart, reasonable, and effective programs for your property. With more than 30 years of experience, let the Kama'aina team protect your investment. Call us today for a free estimate, 591-9997. Again, that's 591-9997.
Welcome back. This is Adrienne.
And this is Attilio.
And you're listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sale program here on AM 830 KHVH.
And the hippest music.
With the hippest music. We're on every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. If you have any questions regarding real estate, give us a call.
At what number?
That's 521-8383.
Tell them again.
521-8383.
Yes.
You can also visit us on our website at teamlally.com, and that's Lally.
Hey, Brian called in earlier, but we weren't able to get to him and get his phone number. Why don't you give him that buyer hotline, because I know he had a question about one of our listings.
Yes, so the buyer hotline is 234-4421. That's 234-4421. I think he had a question about our open house that we're having in Mililani Mauka tomorrow. So, Brian, if you call that number, then one of our buyer agents will help you out.
Yes.
Okay, so I have a by the way.
You have a by the way?
Yes, so speaking of homes.
Yes.
When buying, selling, or owning a home, we suggest that you do have a home warranty on your home from Home Warranty America. Where's your sound effect?
Home Warranty America. I don't know. What would be a good sound effect? Keep going and I'll get creative.
All right. Team Lally offers a free seller's coverage on all of our homes.
Because if you don't have coverage and something breaks, you might be saying something like...
Yes. So give us a call at 799-9596. We can tell you more about how that works.
Yes.
All right. So... Featured property.
Featured property. This one is located up in Mililani area.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the street that it's located on, the complex is called Hoku Ali'i Hale. And what's nice about this complex, it's right behind the new Mililani Community Center that they're building as we speak. So literally, your children, yourself, you'll be able to just walk right around the corner and go to this brand new car smell. Mililani Community Center at Hoku Ali'i Hale. The address, 94-515 Anania Court. And this is going to be Unit 135. List price is $390.
Yep, $390.
And it's kind of like, what is this? We call it it's a townhome. So you got...
You got a carport and then a second stall behind.
Yeah, and then you also have a storage area right off of the carport.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a nice little inviting, welcoming courtyard. And as you walk in through the front door, you've got an expanded full bath with laundry. Oh, there's a
bedroom on the ground floor.
Bedroom on the ground floor. That's big because what seems to be a growing trend is called aging in place.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fun when you're up at the upstairs in your early years, but maybe as you get on in the twilight of your life, you don't want to go upstairs.
Right.
But you don't want to go to the old folks' home either. So you want a bedroom on that first floor. And when you're older, you want your grandkids to come visit you. So right outside the back patio through this gate and down a little hill is this beautiful play area with swings and a jungle gym and it's a nice green area so the kids can hang out.
So come visit us tomorrow from 3 to 5. Celeste is going to be out there.
4-bedroom, 3-bath. What's the maintenance fee?
$466, and then there's some like Mililani Town Association fee.
Does that include the electricity?
No,
no, that one wasn't, right?
Just water, sewer, trash, and insurance. So, so Celeste is going to be there tomorrow. This one is not a short sale.
Not a short sale. This is an equity sale. So if you're tired of being beat out by the other buyers on a property and you're wanting to get into home ownership right away, this is the property.
Yes, it is. All right, so let's talk about this other one. This is the last open house that we're going to talk about for tomorrow. This is out at Kamakana in Eva Beach.
Eva Beach.
Which is like one of the other neighborhoods that's associated with Ocean Point.
They just opened up their pool and clubhouse. It's beautiful. It's got a workout room, jacuzzi, barbecue areas, seating areas. It's beautiful.
Yep, a little area to have. I went to a birthday party there recently.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like a resort. That clubhouse they have, yeah.
So this home is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, and it has just a little over 2,500 square feet. Has a very nice sized lot, 6,000 square foot lot.
Yes.
It's listed at $872. Now, the unique thing about this home, well, it's a 5010 series, but what's unique is that it has a full photovoltaic system, so it has a $16 electric bill.
$16 or $18 a month electric bill, which is nice because we know that electricity is going up about 6% per year.
Per year, and it's something that stays with you
forever as a cost of being a homeowner. But with the photovoltaic system on there, they've kind of helped reduce that cost of living.
So this is a great price and a great opportunity. So, and then of course it has all of the upgrades. They put a bunch of really nice upgrades in the home when they bought it from the builder as well. So
we went to a housewarming there, and they've got a nice island-style kitchen. Very open floor plan. I like it because then if you have everybody kind of,
it's a great party house.
The gathering place is the kitchen because that's where all the drinks are and the food, and it has that big island, so you can and it's not like one of them skinny ones too. It's like really wide. So if you have a full-on with the chafing dishes and everything else and the potluck and everything, plenty of room.
So it also has the 2-car garage and then the
little courtyard space.
Well, it's like a
mother-in-law room.
You could use it as a third car, or
they had it. Wasn't it a man cave?
You could use it as a man cave.
Man cave, woman cave.
So a lot of different things you could do with that space. But come check it out tomorrow from 2 to 4. Roberta Falez is going to be out there, and
don't be surprised if you hear, because we're going to come knock on the door of the neighbors and invite you all over.
Yes.
And we're not selling you a vacuum cleaner for $1,200. We're just going to be pleasantly inviting you over to the open house.
That's right. Okay. So we just have, maybe 30 seconds left?
30 seconds. What, you got a joke? Oh, you know what we're going to talk about on the next show is sequester.
Oh, yes, sequester. We'll be talking about that in the next show. You have this as a wild card, but I don't think there's enough time.
Not enough time, but we're going to talk about it on the next show. How does it affect you as an individual? What's happening with the real estate market, the economy, and everything else regarding the sequester?
So tune in next week and maybe call in with how it's affecting you. We'd love to hear from our listeners
that are being affected by that. Yes, share your thoughts, ask your questions. Yeah,
because we've lost a couple of escrows because of this sequester thing.
Yeah, something to keep in mind as a seller.
Yep. All right, so thank you for listening, and thank you to our sponsors.
Gabe Ame, Hawaii, Gabe and Jim Owens.
That's right.
With Hawaii VA Loans and Home Loan Financial.
Denise Keeho with Hawaii Escrow and Title.
Hey, we got flip-flops on this. Mike Metz with Kamaaina Termite and Pest Control.
Alana Dela Cruz with Kamaaina Property and Management.
Flo and Frank with Spots Cleaning and Maintenance.
David Hudson with American Renaissance Academy.
David Sobel with Hawaii... Wait, no.
Home Warranty America.
You abbreviate it. Don't abbreviate this stuff on me. Spell it out.
Bradley Mariyama with Allstate Insurance.
Wow, very good. Matt Fortier with Fidelity National Title and Escrow of Hawaii, and also Top Jimmy, the band, tonight at Terry's at the Chinese Cultural Center off a hotel in Beretania.
Check them out.
Oh, if you want to get a hold of our sponsors, just go to theteamlally.com and check out our business partner page under our link section.
We want to give a big thank you to Stephen and Rachel, our producers here in the studio.
This is the Team Lally Real Estate.
Fine.
This is the Team Lally Real Estate Show.
Glenn Beck sending you a message. Weekdays at 4. It's all going to be good. KHVH Honolulu. I'm here.
Hawaii's home for Fox News.